the master plan of Abuja. Too bad, too bad. If you know you have built where you're not supposed to build, it will go down. It will go down. Be a minister of anywhere, be an ambassador. If you know you have developed where you're not supposed to develop, your house must go what? Down. Those who have taken over the green areas to build, sorry.
So those of you who have taken over green areas, those of you, be you a minister, be you an ambassador, be you anything. And some people say, oh, maybe be you, the presidential candidates of his party, but that's just an aside. Anyway, let's get back to the headlines now as we see them. Again, that headline, Abuja land. Federal government may revoke land allocations, demolish 6,000 buildings, slums. Illegal buildings must go down. Wiki tells ministers, ambassadors, and others. Slums in Nyanya, Apo, Idu, 27 others may be affected. Residents beg minister. This is what it means to be, to hit the ground running. Many of us also call this bluff and say, oh, no, that's just, the man's just trying to be dramatic and be in the news again. Well, he actually succeeded because across social media, across conventional media, everywhere, his talk of the town, across Nigerian people who do not have any business with Abuja, are talking about Wike, the minister of the FCT. So, well, congratulations to all of the ministers who were inaugurated yesterday. Sworn took the oath of office yesterday, 45 of them. Congratulations to them. And the president also reminded them that they are working for Nigeria and Nigerians. They're not about, they should not, they're not ministers of any ethnic stock or any, divide or any of those things. They are ministers for Nigeria. So I hope that they understand that it's not about political affiliations. It's not about ethnicity. They should not be sectional in their delivery of service to Nigerians. Well, Nigerians really want them to work, though. Anyway, let's move on from that one. Now, just above the masthead of the Punch newspaper, you'd find federal government may raise $17 billion from oil assets sale, says J.P. Morgan. Federal government may raise $17 billion from oil assets sale, J.P. Morgan. Government to revive Ajokuta Steel, Umahi plans road inspection. Government to revive Ajokuta Steel, Umahi plans road inspection. So I saw the Minister of Works on Sunday in church, and one thing struck me. I said, look, if these people continue to go to their religious places and places of worship, whether Christian or Muslim, just maybe one day they may just hear one sermon that will change their lives. At least I'm grateful that they go, Maybe one day someone would have the guts to tell them the truth while there. Because a lot of times you hear, when they go into these worship centers, the preachers do not preach certain messages that would, touch their sensitivities. And they preach general messages that appeal to them or appease them. Nah, someone should take the bull by the horn and just preach some real sermon to them someday. Let's see if they would change. But then it looks like some of these ministers are ready to work, are going and willing to work. Someone like the Minister of Works, for instance, Dave Umahi, I'm thinking that he's going to do a good job. And I just hope that they're all able to deliver. Some really fantastic names are there. Some others, well. But then we know some people who have the pedigree to deliver on the job, and we just hope that they're able to deliver on the job for Nigerians. Okay? Ajokuta Steel, imagine Ajokuta Steel coming on for real. I mean, after all the money is invested there, imagine it coming back on and to hire hundreds of thousands of Nigerians, especially youth and all. I mean, that's going to do a lot of good. The indirect employment that Ajokuta Steel Mill would provide, but it's not even here. It's not even going to be compared to, the direct employment. Anyway, moving on. Board chairman MDs buy additional 145 billion naira bank shares. board chairmen and MDs buy additional 145 billion naira bank shares. Away from that, Tinubu warns ministers against ethnic politics. Appointees unveil agenda. Tinubu warns ministers against ethnic politics. Of appointees unveil agenda. Ondo teenager confesses taking part in over 40 robberies. Ondo teenager confesses taking part in over 40 robberies. I want to reunite with Boko Haram husband, Chibok girl. Imagine that. I want to reunite with Boko Haram husband, Chibok girl. What do you make of this? I mean, some of these girls were abducted when they were less than 18, less than, maybe 16 or 17. And some of them now are 20 something. Being married and have had kids with these people. The Stockholm Syndrome is something. At some point you begin to sympathize and, maybe even fall in love with your captor. And this is what has happened to most of these people. The federal government really needs to invest in rehabilitation, not just rehabilitation now, but therapy for these, Chibok girls that have come out. And what is to say? Who is to even say that they're not even working with their husbands even after they've been released or coming back into the society, serving as informants? The federal government really needs to put an eye on all of those people who are coming out from the forests. After many years, some of them may have been brainwashed completely and they've bought in the ideology of Boko Haram. So please, again, federal government needs to do something. Moving on. Navy arrests 10 oil thieves with over 100 jerry cans. These are the kind of people that they would arrest. Navy arrests 10 oil thieves with over 100 jerry cans. 100 jerry cans. Meanwhile, some people are parking tankers. Docking tankers on Nigerian waters and taking away, fritting away hundreds of barrels of oil per day or every now and then. Moving on to the Nation newspaper. Vice President Kashim Shettima in Johannesburg for BRICS Summit. Vice President Shettima in Johannesburg for BRICS Summit. So we don't really know where we are, whether we are allies with the West or allies with the new group BRICS. We don't know. I kind of like it that we're not taking any sides. Whoever favors us is what we're going to do. I kind of like that policy. If we're able to really make that a policy and follow through with it. So if it's going to benefit us, then we're all for it. Anyway, away from that, how we will implement Tinubu's agenda by ministers. How we will implement Tinubu's agenda by ministers. Cabinet members lay out priority areas. President demands performance. Urges restoration of faith in government. Also there within the paper, at the front page, top of the masthead, Nigeria's net foreign reserves at $3.7 billion, says JP Morgan. Nigeria's net foreign reserves at $3.7 billion. 3.7, not 30, $3.7 billion, says JP Morgan. It means that we may not be able ever to defend our currency, the naira. How much did they get as a loan again? About $3 billion from the Afrexim Bank, the NNPC. So, well, it seems like that's what we have in our foreign reserve. What Fagbemi should do as AGF by legal giants. What Fagbemi should do as AGF by legal giants. That's another headline. FIRS steps up plans to prevent tax evasion by firms. Osun staff audit stalled by Assembly's action. FIRS sets up or steps up plans to prevent tax evasion by firms. Osun staff audit stalled by Assembly's action. Away from that, the bottom strip of the paper, you have 5 electrocuted, 4 hospitalized while erecting billboard. Oh my God, that's really unfortunate, sir. So unfortunate. Moving on. Daily Trust is here, and from Daily Trust newspaper, stakeholders set agenda as ministers assume office. Stakeholders set agenda as ministers assume office. Illegal houses will go down, says Wike. I'll pursue rule of law, says Fagbemi. I won't lie to defend government, says Idris. Decent employment underway, says Lalong. I will hold you responsible. That's according to the president, Tinubu there. Oil prices rise above $80 per barrel in the international market. Oil prices rise above $80 per barrel in international market. This may just spell another price increase in the pump price of PMS. Anyway, moving on from there. Man accused of killing brother's children remanded for 60 days. Multiple taxation, poor sales, top challenges of manufacturers or manufacturing in Nigeria, says MAN, that's Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. JP Morgan puts Nigeria's FX reserves at $3.7 billion. Governorship poll, tension in Kano as tribunal reserves judgment. Governorship poll, tension in Kano as tribunal reserves judgment. Niger crisis, 2 million children need humanitarian aid, says UNICEF. Niger crisis, 2 million children need humanitarian aid, says UNICEF. So we place sanctions on them and then we provide aid. Does it make sense? Anyway, troops rescue another Chibok girl. That's it from Daily Trust newspaper. Let's get your thoughts in. 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888, 090-8766-8888, and 090-8766-8888. You want to send SMS and WhatsApp messages? Make that to 090-9705-4450. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Prince Nacho.
Good morning, Clement Zion Prince. Good to have you.
Nigeria's foreign reserve drops to $3 billion. Not a shame. At the time, we were talking of $50-something billion in our foreign reserve. The federal government will just go there, withdraw it at will, and do whatever they want. That's and here I thought about Obasanjo, who even started it when he went and withdrew $16 billion that he was going to refurbish power supply, and that was at the twilight of his regime about a few weeks ago, and that is the end of that $16 billion converted to naira. So the man seemed to have made a bad example for certain government. So Buhari did the worst. Now we are talking of $3 billion, $3 billion in the face of over 70-something trillion naira loan. How can Nigeria survive? There's no sustainability for this country. And it does appear that certain governments will just come, borrow more, lavish on themselves, go. And now when come, borrow more. That's just, is that governance? Is that how a country grows? Then now we are hobnobbing with China now in South Africa at the summit. Then we are also playing the puppet for America in the face of between the junta and President Bazoum. So where are we? Nigeria no longer has any consistent foreign policy.
Okay.
That's where we are.
All right.
It's a pity, my brother. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you too. Thank you for calling. Keep your calls coming. 090-7353-0044 and 090-8766-8888. Send us voice notes in. I would love to hear from you. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Elder Onoja. Good to have you.
I regard to your family so long.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Every day I did for her, they wait for you, but no access.
Great.
My regard to Abubakar and Gwagwalada and then Salasi and then Mekano. My regard to those spirits. They are good friends. My brother, and Wike don't begin to charge you. This was where Wike the contractors for federal capital here. I'm advising him, let him go to SCDA. Most of the illegal plot, so-called illegal plot, was allocated by SCDA. If you go to development control and go to SCDA, go to AGs, most of these plots in Abuja here was allocated by them. SCDA will allocate one plot to 3 people, and then shift the other people to erosion place. Continue adjusting plot. If from SCDA, if you go and investigate it here, it's not to come and begin the trust, say he's going to pull a house down, It's not coming to develop a federal capital, it's coming to destroy. That's why the former minister, the minister where he go now, he did not commission anything in federal capital here. No any development. He sit down in the office until he go. Only demolish, only use attack arrow to continue the demolishing people's houses. But to sit down and see the fault who are locating this plot. Go to Juba now. All the southern part of the road have been allocated. They are building store on the road there. Who allocated? It came from LCD and came from Gwagwalada, came from all these local government. Not to say I get my plot in the right place from a government, and a government will come and demolish it. It is not fear. Let me investigate.
All right.
Those people. Hello.
Yes, you want to wrap it up?
Let me round up. Let him investigate before he started demolishing people's house. Right. It's not come to agony or us.
Okay.
If you come and this thing, thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Now, again, people say, look, those people who allocate property to more than one person are the racketeers in, the FCDA and FCDA, FCTA, all of those people there. Those are the people who do these things. They're racketeers within the ranks. It's not even legal. It's not anything that the authorities know about per se. Anyway, let's bring in more callers. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Yana, I greet you.
Good morning to you. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Michael? Is that
yes,
Michael? All right, go ahead.
Wike are now beginning to threaten people that you want to pull down the houses. But my problem with the government is that you see, something can collect your land, and the right one say, you build the waterways. But the same them, you understand, they have it and build over whatever they want to build or not on it. And then when they build their own, when they build it became normal, But if an individual build the property, somebody will come and recoup it and tell you one story, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I think, please, before you begin to pull down the houses, you understand, think about that development, because apart from the house, the people who need the access roads, you understand, like people who are living within the Maraba, these places, will be able to need access to leave the town, you understand. In the vote, it's just like what David Maya said that he's going to bring in his head party, you understand, based on the job they are giving him to now. So I think he should be able to do more destruction than destruction. You understand? Because most of the houses they are telling us, it's not actually that the houses are building it, but just that they just needed to collect it, and then somebody, for instance, so many places they are dealing in Abuja, when you go to all these places, after they demolish those places, you ask yourself, why do they demolish that place in the first instance? But they will write one story and say, it's in the waterway, it's in the wrong this and that, and then